Day 795 being Christopher Cruz. So awesome experience. So my client messaged me. I sent him his invoice. He's doing an extra 90 days of coaching for $6,900, and I sent him the invoice yesterday. And he messaged me today, and he's like, "Hey man, like, would it be okay if I split it into 2 payments?" And I was like, "Do you want 2 different invoices?" He's like, "No, pay half now and half in a month from now." And there was something in me that was like, didn't feel right. And I was like, "Is that scarcity? Am I afraid? Am I worried?" And he's like, "Yeah, I want to do that because it'll make my business look better." And I was about to answer and be like, "Oh yeah, man, that's cool if it makes your business look better." And then I looked at this, and I was like, "All right, Jesus, I'm gonna take it to you." I messaged him. I was like, "Hey man, let me pray real quick." I get on my knees and I'm like, "God, just like help me reveal like what is the right answer, because I don't want to, have him pay it up front if it's me coming from lack or scarcity or fear. Like, God, help me, like, give me an answer." And the answer I got was like, "Chris, it's your job to surrender, but it's his job to make the choice." And so I was like, and then I was just like, okay, this is a perfect choice. He can figure out what would his greatest self do. Like, he's got the coaching. And so I was like, "Hey man, look at your false values and your sheep words and put them next to your lion words and your true values, and just make the choice that's in alignment with your greatness. It is not my thing or my job or my responsibility to make this choice for you. It's my job to hold you accountable to your greatest self's choice. So if your greatest self says that you'd pay all of it in one payment, I'm going to hold you accountable to that. If your greatest self said he would split it in 2, then I'm going to hold you accountable to that." And so he just messaged me back, and he's like, "It's like, it would just make my business look better when I go to sell it." And then he's like, "You know what? Never mind. It's more my line to pay in full. I'll pay in full." And so he's doing that right now. And the crazy thing is, while I was sitting here, I was looking at that picture of Jesus, and it's just like the epiphany. Hey, Chris, when your clients pay in full, you give them an extra month of coaching. You give them 4 weeks of coaching for free as an incentive to pay in full. So I was going to message him that before he made the decision, and it was like, no. That will influence his decision. To know that he gets $2,800 of coaching for free by paying up front. And I was just like, whoa. Like, it was like God was just like, nope, let him decide. And so he decided it, and I just let him know, like, "Hey man, just so you know, like, because you're paying up front, we didn't even talk about this, but you get an extra month of coaching for free." So it just, like, everything clicked together perfectly, and I was just like, wow, so amazing. God is so good. God is so good. Thank you, God.